guys, we're the Nobodies, and we are in the basement of a loud bar because sometimes that's just how we roll.
Shout out to Bizarre Bushwick.
Look, we had another show. Sometimes people book us, and that's their problem. We're doing the request to read video because you paid for it. We're going to start off with a movie that Travis sent us. He wrote and directed Good Kids, Bad Kids, and donated a special donation for us. And so we're going to review the whole movie briefly.
Travis, thank you for this, but also why did I have to watch this right before brunch on a Sunday morning?
Yeah. Erica she was like, I watched it this morning and I felt really traumatized. And I was like, that sounds right. I watched it yesterday when I was alone by myself.
Yeah, I definitely watched this and I was like, wow, Travis had like a bad week at least.
Do we know where Travis is from and what?
I assume Seattle because that's where it was.
Oh, okay.
Took place.
It reminded me a lot of Boston, weirdly.
They definitely showed the needle in the film, so it's definitely Seattle's where it takes place. I don't know where Travis is from, but.
They did discuss specifically that the needle looked photoshopped. I wonder.
Oh really?
I wonder if one of the characters is like, it looks photoshopped, doesn't it? And I was like, is this a sly reference to the fact they edited in the needle even though there's
that would be cute.
Maybe it didn't. It takes place in Seattle, but it might not have been. Was it shot in Seattle? We don't know.
I don't know. You're asking me for. I wasn't involved in the production of this film.
If you want to involve us in a future production,
I think
buy it on iTunes.
Here's the thing. I thought that this is a great writing, directing debut.
For sure.
But I would love it if in your next movie, someone had like a great day.
Like, there is just not a lot of hope in this world.
Oh, man.
And that's fine because there's not a lot of hope in the real world either.
Yeah. But weirdly, usually I use a drug to escape that hopelessness, and this movie was about how doing that only makes it worse. And I was like, well, God, now I feel terrible.
This one made me want to completely change my life.
It reminded me of like a Bruce LaBruce or Greg Araki movie in its like brutality, but also like it just reminded me of like hanging in gross punk houses in Boston.
DJ Accent Report went to film school.
I did.
I was gonna say something about the end, but that would be a spoiler alert. But let me just say that
it's devastating.
The final shot, I was like, yeah, me too, girl.
Me too,
like,
girl.
Maybe it's time. I was like, I was right there with her.
The characters were amazing. The characters
they were really real.
Developed.
They really reminded me of people I knew.
Yeah.
In like a not good way because I need to get away from those people.
I thought the same thing.
And the intertwining stories when you were like, oh, these people are coming back. Great, loved it.
I think DJ Accent Report just told me he's trying to get away from me.
Mostly though, like, if I had one cheek, it was like, I wish someone nice came in once in a while.
Well, like, there was nice people, and there were nice people.
Barely.
Not really.
I kind of hope
the nice people were having a hard time.
They were having a hard time, but sometimes nice people have a hard time.
I don't
see.
I just
Do you
want.
See?
Anyway, so keep making movies, cast us in the next one, and just make it maybe like a light comedy.
I don't want that. I want the
I actually loved it. It really reminded me of like some 90s just like 4 rooms type shit.
Totally, yeah.
And I love that. I love those movies.
Yeah. It had a 90s vibe to it.
It had a very 90s vibe.
I don't know when it was made.
I wish the sound was great. The music was great. The way the music was used was
really
amazing.
good.
Sometimes the dialogue was hard to hear, but then it made me think like, oh, maybe I'm not supposed to hear it.
Dialogue in those parties is hard to hear.
Yeah, so I mean, it didn't bother me, but I did want to hear what they're saying. I don't know.
All right,
that's just my bothers.
We can't talk about this forever.
Also,
we can.
Do people really wear at raves these big dreaded like neon fake dread? I thought they were real, and then they took it. I was like so confused. Why does she not?
They still wear those.
Oh my God, that's so
those
rad.
little parties for the.
Oh yeah,
rave.
Cool. That's a real thing.
Yeah.
So future Lady Berica looks.
Cyber dreads is what they're called.
Oh, Finn Balor, demon looks.
Yeah, exactly.
I have a wig I can lend you. Not even joking.
You have a dread wig?
Yeah, my cousin gave it to me.
We'll talk about this later.
Okay, so we're gonna go to the polar opposite of that movie and look at this picture of Irish step dancers from Lauren.
I don't know. I've heard some cunty things about behind the scenes of Irish dance.
Really?
Yeah, my friend Kelly used to be an Irish dancer. Now she writes about running, and she's amazing.
What did you hear that was
just like it's just like vicious. It's just like drag. It's just like drag and competitive. It's like there's stage moms and just these girls do not have lives. Look how skinny they are underneath those big bulky contacts.
I'm just feeling if Alyssa Edwards designed the outfit that you were to get baptized in.
Weirdly, I was thinking because of the color palette, just Aja. Like I feel like Aja would wear any of those outfits with like a neon purple wig.
I feel like it's a little tacky for Aja. Like
I mean, she definitely slug it up a little bit.
She would, yeah.
There'd be like some holes in the side. It'd actually just be a tube top and the skirt.
You're right.
If it was Aja.
I mean, there's no getting around the fact
those
that these dresses
pieces
are ugly.
I don't even agree.
What?
I think they're really cool.
They're really interesting. Irish dance is really fucking interesting.
Oh no, I'm not shitting on Irish dance. I think that those looks
but
are
this is part of.
I don't even think they're a nightmare. I think they're legitimately cool.
And they're like, look.
Could you imagine if like a club kid showed up in one of those outfits to a party? You would just be like, hell yeah.
I thought they were having a good time, and then look at this bitch in the middle.
They're not having.
She's like, girl, do I have to be in this picture with these two fools?
They've never had a good time.
Yeah, she's
those two are on enough drugs that like I probably shouldn't be saying this about children, but here we are.
Probably shouldn't be drugging children either.
Yeah, well,
dance moms.
There you go, dance moms.
I'm just gonna blame dance
It's
moms.
your go-go juice.
You probably voted for Trump too. Gross.
They are Irish.
No, it's
so
Irish
Trump.
step dancing.
Are they not Irish?
Not all Irish dancers
probably like
Irish.
just American kids.
Well, they voted Trump then, yeah, for sure.
Oh.
Maybe they're full on Irish. I actually don't. I don't know the origin of this photo. I didn't do my research.
Surprise!
Also,
we don't look into things. We just talk about them.
Actually, I think the girl in the middle's like, bitch, I wore a full fucking wig. You just put a little bump on your ponytail? Cool.
That is, yes, that's a wig.
That's what she's doing.
We watch.
Yeah.
Yep.
A+ all around,
A+
actually.
weave watches.
That's a lot of hair.
It's a lot. It's hard to manage.
Where are they now is where I wonder.
Still there.
They're still standing in the street. Can we stop posing?
They're still wearing that outfit. They're now each 3 years older, but they are still forced to squeeze into that same outfit. Like, no, girl, you didn't gain any weight. You're fine. Mama thinks you look good.
I bet those outfits are custom made though too.
Oh yeah, the outfits are insanely expensive.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's so much money that goes into that shit.
I'm sad.
Yeah.
Danielle sent us an interview clip. It was Will Ospreay and someone. It was entirely in Japanese.
Really long, too.
And 30 minutes long.
Well, they do like in Japan. They try and treat wrestling as more of like a legitimate sport.
Okay. So like boxing, they have the little interviews.
Yeah,
before.
they do like post match.
Do they say stuff like faggot and the N word before, like boxing does? Because they do that shit. I doubt they do that.
I'd love to circle back to just this interview and never think of that again.
Whoa.
Well, this is reality, and a lot of people like boxing.
I don't think they do that in Japan.
May or may not edit that out.
Why would you edit that out?
So I did like that Will Ospreay spoke in English because I understood that part. I don't know if you know that I don't speak Japanese, but I don't speak Japanese. He has a delightful little accent. He wears a bow tie like those gays.
Oh.
I know he's not actually gay.
We talked about this, the straight gay.
Well, he also talked to us about it. That he
winkingly.
He
But,
made sure that we knew that. Like,
if you don't want people to keep thinking that, then don't wear that like
no,
basic gay
let
bow
us
tie.
keep thinking about it.
Or whatever. It's your.
I think he just doesn't really give a fuck.
He doesn't give a fuck. He's a nice boy.
I feel like you could do better than a bow tie, bro.
Well,
bow ties are
agreed.
fine.
No.
I used to wear bow
You
ties
have
all
to
the
really
time.
carefully deploy a bow tie.
I feel like it's specifically on a gay person, which Will Ospreay, as we know, is not in fact one, but specifically on a gay person, it denotes a very specific kind of like politics that I'm not in favor of.
Cool.
But he looked great. Love his color
He
palette
seems
all the
like
time.
a sweetie.
Yeah. But I aggressively skimmed that video because I was like, oh, 30 minutes of a language I don't speak? That's gonna be something that I don't need to pay attention to every detail on.
Yep.
So I didn't, but thank you for sending it. And fun is fun.
I feel like you learn something about how Japan functions in terms of their wrestling.
It's true.
In the sense that they take it very
I was
seriously.
gonna say, it was very serious.
It's very
and
serious.
A cute little accent.
It just made me really want some fried chicken.
What?
Because he was eating fried chicken in the
Oh,
beginning.
okay.
So I wanted fried chicken.
You can go get that. like right after.
Well, but I was cuddled in my bed after having just watched a really depressing movie.
Yeah. All right. Heather sent in Bohemian Rhapsody, which is Joe Hendry. Singing pretty much the entirety of Bohemian Rhapsody for his entrance for an undisclosed match.
It was amazing.
I hated it.
He hated it.
I'm right in the middle.
Well, good, you are.
I appreciate parts of it, but it went on for a long time, and also, I don't think that it's appropriate to show 4 pictures of yourself if you are not singing in 4-part harmony.
Oh.
Whoa,
if that
musical theater
close
queen.
read.
I'm just saying.
It's a close read.
That's good. That is one voice.
Yes,
Oh, high fives are straight.
There's one voice, and there's 4 of you. Like, really, girl? Like, I think you're stretching. Some of it was really funny, but I also think it seemed like there were maybe a lot of in-jokes that we weren't getting. Like, I think
That's true.
it was probably very site-specific.
Oh, I got it right when he said, you only show your bubby in the ring.
I'm
That's
not
all
sure if
that
I know
other guy
what that
does.
means.
He was talking about his dick.
When
Because then
I
you
hear-
look at the other guy and he's got his big old dick. Bubby? Bubby's a word for dick.
Bubby's a word for
Inside.
grandma.
I'm sure.
I was like, I heard
Yeah.
grandma, and I was like, you
Booby
should.
means grandma in Yiddish.
Well, booby.
No, that's
He
this.
said bubby.
I
No,
think.
Bubby is
Is that how you
Yiddish
say
grandma.
it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, my Jewish friend calls me Bubby in a different way.
Does your friend
That's my
mean
nickname.
dick?
That's my nickname.
It
or
means
from her.
grandma.
Bubby.
Yeah.
Bubby.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know it's grandma.
Yep. Now, well, Grandma Berica Andrews,
Aww.
which is
Someday,
adorable.
someday.
I do like. I don't know who his opponent was, but his opponent had to like act through the whole song, which is really long.
That was
so he's
hard.
just like grumping around in his little purple panties, like I'm so grumpy. This song's taking forever. I'm
But also
grumpy
the
man.
the referees were getting in on the acting action too.
Oh, it was a full scene. I
Yeah.
have seen shorter one-act plays.
I'm gonna be honest, I hate Queen. I know that's not like the
Wow.
right opinion to have, but I cannot stand Queen.
Okay.
It's-
That's not something we need to unpack right now.
No, we just don't have to get into it because it's just a long.
Because there's a lot of it there.
There
There's
is
a
a
lot of dirty underwear there.
It's true.
I'm just gonna say that I like that Joe Hendry tried this. I don't know if he was fully successful, but I applaud ambition.
It helps
Also,
that he's really cute.
I was gonna say, yeah, it helps that I was gonna say the exact same.
I'm like a little over these like singing straight men gimmicks in wrestling. Like,
Also true.
This was different.
No, it's not.
Oh
like,
my
we've got
God, this
Elias,
was
we've got
different.
Aiden English, like there's
Just
a
shut up.
lot.
Your best read was like that. This was. What did you say earlier? Oh, speaking of gay straight guys.
Oh yeah, the straight gays.
Just leave it at that. Just leave it at that.
We decided that the only 2 gender identities are straight gay and gay.
Straight gay.
Which are you?
Are you straight gay?
Are you an order Muppet or a chaos Muppet? Those are your
Are you
options.
straight gay? Gay, or did you vote for Trump?
Oh yeah.
Because then you're not allowed to be either of those other.
If you're watching, you didn't vote for Trump. Let's be real.
I hope. Oh, what if we do have Trump fans?
Don't.
Do we have Trump
Comment
fans?
below if you voted for Trump. We don't like you.
Anyway, let's move on to Jason, who asked what our first concert was and if we bought merch. Do you either of you?
I will
remember?
start.
She can
Yes,
go.
because it was my first concert that I chose to go to. My dad sent me, didn't send me. He took me to several Christian concerts before this, but this was my first choice concert that I chose to go to. It was Bush and Veruca Salt.
It's really good.
Back in like 1997, and the only reason I think my mom let me go finally to like a concert is because my grandma had just died, so it was extra special.
Aww.
Yeah,
You're
and I-
tearing up right now.
No, I'm not. I just have a lot in my eye.
No?
No.
It looked like you were tearing
No,
up.
I'm over it. My grandma's been dead for a long time. I still pray to her. I
It's
will
not
shine.
a Nobody's episode if we don't talk about the death of a close family member.
Yeah, true.
And the death of all of us.
Yeah.
Yep.
2 things we talk about a lot.
Inevitable.
Um,
I did buy merch. It was the Razor Blade Suitcase Tour, so Bush's second album. And I think I still have it somewhere.
This is how we know you're a real punk.
I'm a real punk?
Yeah, like that's the proof right there.
Oh, cool.
I guess so.
Why is that proof?
Cause like, you know, like other people's would be like Green Day or some shit.
Oh.
Yeah, case in point. So, my first concert that my brother took me to was the Rolling Stones.
Oh shit!
He was really into the Rolling Stones. I didn't care that much at the time because I'm 8 years younger than him, so it was like I was a kid and didn't really I was maybe.
Did your parents
early
make
teenager.
him take you?
Good question.
In retrospect,
Your
probably,
family really loves each other.
I can't imagine that my teenage brother was most excited about taking me out of everyone in the world.
How
Maybe
old
not.
were you?
I was probably my guess is I was 12 and he was 20, but I actually don't remember. But yeah, it was a big enough age difference that I'm sure he had a friend he wanted to go to the Stones with.
Maybe he's just a really good older brother.
He's that too. He is. If you're watching, Ryan, you were amazing.
Oh.
And then the first concert I went to by myself, or not by myself, with friends, was a concert that again I didn't really choose. My friends were going to see Paul Simon and Bob Dylan.
Jesus Christ.
And I was I wanted to go hang out with them, but I did not care about
but that's
concert.
a legendary duo.
I would
be
rather
into it.
be dead than sit through that.
I paid attention to approximately 0% of that
Oh
concert.
my god.
Sorry.
Paid for a ticket just to go hang out with your friends.
Did Barrett just call you a loser?
Yeah. Oh, fun fact, I have been a loser for a long time. You might have noticed that I'm a drag queen who reviews wrestling. That's not what the cool kids are doing, folks.
I did not call you a loser, but
Also, I did not buy merch.
Could you imagine if you showed up in a Bob Dylan shirt? I would be furious. I'd be you're ruining our image.
did your brother buy merch at the Rolling Stones concert?
Don't recall. Probably.
Maybe he still has it. That would be legit. You don't like Rolling Stones either.
I hate classic rock. I cannot stand anything even remotely sounding like classic rock.
What was your first concert?
My first concert was no doubt the Distillers and Garbage.
That's
it was
legit.
the fucking coolest thing I've ever seen in my entire life. I was maybe 10 years old. I had a crush on Brody Dale. I don't know how to say her last name. Dale?
I don't know.
The lead singer of the Distillers.
I should do a Distillers song.
You should do a Distillers number.
Oh, she's got a voice.
She had a huge mohawk at the time. She was just everything I wanted to grow up and be.
She was on a Garbage track recently, a couple of
Really?
years ago.
Oh, I'm gonna go look that up. I feel like maybe she recently said something racist or something that I read about on the internet, and I got worried about it and didn't investigate it anymore. So I hope that's not the case. But she's the coolest, and then obviously Gwen is the coolest,
And Shirley Manson.
Shirley Manson is the coolest.
Yeah, fun fact, Shirley Manson and Gwen were actually friends.
Yeah,
I don't know if they still
yeah.
are, but they're buddies.
I remember it when the order was the Distillers, then Garbage, and then No Doubt. And
Yeah.
when No Doubt finally went on, there were still cheers for Garbage.
Yeah,
Because
that was a hard one to choose, but
Yeah.
No Doubt has always been
They were
a little
bigger
bigger.
at the time.
A little bigger.
too. Yeah.
Garbage is a little bit harder to, less palatable for the mass market.
For sure. It was at Madison Square Garden, I think, too. So it was
Damn.
yeah.
Mine was at Sandstone Amphitheater in Kansas City, Missouri. Wait, is that in Kansas side or Missouri side? I don't remember. Now it's called Verizon Wireless Amphitheater.
Oh. I did not buy merch, and I regret it to this day.
Yeah.
I really wish I had bought
What
merch
year
on
was
it.
this? What? Was this No Doubt's second album or third album?
I think third.
Hella with Hella on it? I'm
Good.
feeling hella good.
I
No.
think so.
No, because Garbage didn't have an album then.
Yes, they did.
They did?
I remember.
With the pink cover?
No, that was the first album.
I remember they played Cherry Lips, and I knew every word.
Oh, because that might have been their third album, and they were less popular then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It had
I
androgyny
tried to throw
on
that
it.
into Suicide.
I know, and you didn't know the words.
I didn't know it.
I was
I
shocked.
felt that because I do like that song, but it was
I know.
after my Garbage fandom.
Yeah. We'll try again.
Another time.
First two albums of Garbage are my shit.
Only Happy When It Rains.
Yes.
A plus.
Yes.
You like Garbage? Of
Queer
course I like
Still
Garbage.
Queer.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, oh my god, that second album was I wore that shit out, and if you could wear out a CD, I would.
I think I actually bought it twice too. I think I had to buy it twice.
I don't think I actually did wear it out. I listened to it constantly.
I am shocked by this recent revelation.
Yeah.
Do a Garbage song.
Yeah, why have you never done a Garbage song?
I don't know. Garbage story. When I, in both senses, when I was in my college a cappella group,
Oy
I pushed really hard to get them to do special.
Oh.
Aw.
As
I wish
I was
I was special.
Yeah, I wanted that. I wanted that to be
That
my
song
life
is so
song.
good.
But they rightly pointed out that like the percussion on that is so intense that
You can't really do it with
some
your mouth.
some like college kid in the Midwest does not have the vocal percussion skills to make that happen.
You know
That's
what? Fair enough.
Like, correct.
Yeah.
Somebody out there do it.
Someone does. It's not anyone that I knew in school. That is all of our request to read. Thank you so much. If you donated more than $15, you get to have your name read. So we're gonna do that right now.
We're gonna start from the bottom of the list this time because I love this name. Virtua Cat,
Scrub Buds,
Phil Foster,
Moish,
Megan Nickel,
Matt Kaplan,
Mark Schnaub,
Lolo McGrath,
Leslie Kenyatta,
Kyle Caldwell,
Justin Scarnes,
Joseph Zarate,
Jessica Rommel,
Jason Haug,
Heather Lynn,
Danielle Noyes,
Code Money,
Christopher Langer,
Carl Cohen,
Brian Foote,
Hi,
Andrew Avansett.
Andrew Parada!
Now you can say something.
Started from the bottom, now we're here.
Start from the bottom, now we're here.
So, thank you guys so much for watching this insanity. We are
Namaste.
tipsy in a basement, and it's only down
Underground
here.
in New York City and hell.
Can you get me another drink? You get free drinks at the bar.
I could probably make that happen.
Oh.
So we're gonna end this garbage. Love you guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Wow.